We did it, boys. We got Call of Duty to actually listen to us. Hello, I'm Milky. Video, gold grind, we talk about thing. Video, yeah. I don't know why these intros, I resort to caveman speak. But here we are. We're talking about the updates that we are finally going to be getting in Season 2. They've been actually giving us information regarding what is going to happen in this game. I'm so excited. It actually has been insane playing through Warzone 2 for 3 months with no quality of life updates. I think the biggest update that we got was oh my god, there's a man speaking.
2 pistols.
I don't care how many pistols you have. I'm trying to explain the monumental Call of Duty updates we're getting. I think the biggest quality of life update we got was something to do with the buy boxes. They added more after fucking them up. They went from having good buy boxes to having half as many to like bringing them back to the normal amount and doubling them in some areas. I'm pretty sure that's the biggest quality of life update we've had since this game released. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not going to talk a lot about DMZ or multiplayer, even though I'm doing a lot of multiplayer because of the camo grind. I don't care as much about the updates. There's obviously going to be, oh my god, hello. There's going to be updates across the board that affect multiplayer and DMZ. And a lot of these updates are being catered towards Warzone because I think that's where the biggest amount of the player base is or was. Stop. So I thought we would talk good things first because I think it's important that we do actually talk about the good that Call of Duty is doing with the updates. The fact that they're listening to the community a little bit, and the fact that we are getting some really good updates, like some actually really important good updates that I think, A, it's a good thing that we're getting them, but B, they're also just straight up, without question, good updates. First thing is unlimited loadouts at buy stations. It was so annoying to go to a buy station after trying to loot up even $8,000 as a solo player on this map. It was kind of ridiculous. It was kind of annoying to do. And you had to hope that you were going to be able to get the money and get to a buy box that was actually going to have a loadout at it still. So just annoying, really frustrating. That's a good update. I hope and I wish that they would say something about that being the case with UAVs. I don't necessarily need unlimited UAVs, but it would be really nice to have like 5 UAVs or limit to like 1 UAV, almost kind of like how they have the ammo boxes. You can hit the ammo crates like once every minute. Maybe you can purchase a UAV once every like 2 minutes or something at a buy box. Something like that would be super awesome to have, just to give people that ability to purchase multiple UAVs as opposed to hoping or having to try to. Oh my god, I got a quad feed, baby. Is what I'm saying making sense? I hope it is. I hate needing all these mounted kills. This is the rat that I need to be. This is who I've become. Also, another huge W of an update is the fact that we're going to be getting the 3 plates for every player in the lobby. That's like actually massive. And I don't really know or understand why that was something that changed or was affected coming into Warzone 2. It was a decision that really didn't make a lot of sense to me. Made me really sad because you get all this dumb RNG. Nobody asked for it. It's already a BR. Nobody's asking for more RNG in a BR typically, right? Have been, no, don't kill me. Oh, I was 1 away from my chopper gunner, bro. Oh, I got it. I thought I was 1 away. W, dude. Let's do it. Get out of here. Wait. Get them all. Critical damage. That didn't last very long. It is really nice that we're also going to be getting the play again button. That is another thing. Like, why was that not in the game at launch? It's actually insane to me that we didn't have a play again button. Like, the most important thing to a video game company is player retention. And the most basic function of player retention is being able to hit the play again button. And we just didn't have that for 4 months. So also really good. And the last, I think, really good update that we're getting, like actually like massively good update that we're going to be getting getting is the 1v1 gulag coming back. I think that's massive. I'm really excited that we're going to be able to 1v1 people. You don't have to rely on a bot as your teammate. You don't have to go up against 2 CDL players while you've got an AFK guy sitting picking his butthole while you're playing the game. Like, we're actually going to be able to 1v1 people to try to get back into the game. I did like that they tried something new with the jailer, with the gulag like that, but it wasn't it. It was a miss. So now what are the bad updates? We talk about the good. Let's talk a little bit about the bad. And personally, I don't see a lot of bad. I see 2 updates that could be bad, that could possibly be not great, but they could also end up being good. I'm a little skeptical of them. I think that they could mess them up because they have a tendency to do that when they end up, trying something new, or even when they try to bring stuff back that people originally did like. It can end up being a bit of a miss. So these could be good. I lean on the side of caution and saying they might be bad. The first one is pick your perks. I actually personally kind of liked this new system of where you had to pick perks, and typically you're picking like 1 really good perk and then you're getting 1 or 2 mediocre perks. I think that we're gonna end up in a situation where people are just picking the 3 best perks all the time. You're at a disadvantage if you don't get your loadout because you're not gonna have those 3 best perks. And we're gonna get into a situation that I'm not excited for because I didn't love that about Warzone 1. That's what I'm trying to say. The nice thing about Warzone 2, you have these perks that help you play better, but they aren't necessary to win a game. Whereas Warzone 1, it really felt necessary that you got your loadout to get your perks, because if you didn't have them, you were at such a disadvantage that it was pathetic. Like, it was actually just sad. So I don't know. I don't actually like that change. I think it could get bad, but we'll see. Maybe it's good. They did say that there's going to be a limited number of these perks at the beginning, so we might end up actually getting something good out of it. Maybe we'll get shipment. One of the other things that I'm worried about, and I might be in the minority with this one, but the movement change that they're making as far as being able to move while plating, I do think it's good that we're getting the change, but it's not the change that anybody really wants. And so I'm wondering if it's going to actually be better, or if we're just going to be kind of in the same spot that we were before the update of, you can move a little bit faster, but you still can't sprint or slide. And so you're still getting gunned if you try to move from a position where somebody ripped your plates off and you want to move to another piece of cover, but you're still walking like a turtle. You can bust open doors and stuff like that now. So it is good. It's a good update, but again, it's the possibly bad thing. It's possibly not going to be what we were hoping for. All right. Now there are a few other updates that I haven't talked about that are not good or bad, but rather just like kind of why are we updating them the way that we're updating them. The first one that honestly doesn't even really make a lot of sense to me. I'm not sure why this is getting updated, is apparently the money was an issue in this game, but I really didn't think that the money was an issue in this game. To me, it felt like you got money. Did it suck that, sometimes there wasn't a lot of cash on the map? Yeah, but it seems weird. They're getting rid of money from boxes and they're making it so that you do get money. How is that guy seeing me? It's all gonna be on the floor, cash registers, and white boxes from like the whatchamacallums. I only need like 6 more of these and then I'm done. So thank goodness for that. The other thing is updating to 2 loadout drops. And again, this is kind of going to put us into the same position that we were in where I was talking about the perks being something that needed to be done. This lit guy is annoying. So basically, I think Warzone 2 is in a pretty healthy spot in the sense that it does not require that you are constantly always going for your loadout. You can still play with ground loot weapons. You can still move around the map. You're not getting beamed by meta stuff every single game. Now, of course, there's still meta stuff and there's still going to be meta stuff, but it just feels like getting your loadout isn't a necessity like it was in Warzone 1. And I like that because, of course, you can still buy your loadout guns. You can still get weapons that are tuned the way you like them, but perks make it a huge difference. Like, it's actually massively different if you're always playing with perks versus, not always playing with perks. And I think personally what I would like to see as far as a loadout update goes, not the 2 loadouts per game or whatever. I really don't care about that. I would much rather see us revert back to the old loadout system where instead of all the loadouts dropping in a stupid line and disappearing off of the map in like 8 seconds because, one person gets to it or clicks on it or whatever, instead of something like that happening, I would much rather have the loadouts drop kind of near or around or by other players like it was in Warzone 1. I don't understand the change that they made, because you just end up having people camping your loadout and you can't even find them 8 seconds after it gets dropped into the map. So like, people aren't getting their loadout already, but at least it's dropping in the vicinity of where I am and not on the other side of the map in a line that I'm not going to be able to see in 4 seconds. They did mention that there's going to be a bit of a change to the strongholds, how the strongholds are working and stuff like that. So I wasn't super hurt about how strongholds worked. My biggest problem with strongholds is the AI. The AI are insane. They are ridiculous in this game. You have to melee them like 9 times. I've made like 4 shorts about it. I have raged about it many times streaming and playing the game, because it's actually insane how many times you have to melee the bots. It just makes me very upset. I hope that they don't get rid of the permanent UAV. I think that is like so valuable to players, and it is actually a worthwhile reward for being able to complete that stronghold. I like the white chests in the strongholds that don't become the true stronghold, and I like being able to get your loadout and stuff from it too. I think it's all a good change. It's just like a matter of, you know, fine tuning a little bit, massaging it just enough that it becomes fun for people to use and do them. And then this other change that I kind of understand it, but at the same time, I didn't realize that people were super upset about it. But like, the change to backpacks, they're completely removing backpacks, which is a little weird to me. I didn't really hate the looting system. The backpacks really didn't bother me. And I think it's weird because you're not going to be able to do the 3 weapons anymore, having a mid-range, long-range, close-range weapon, because you're not going to be able to store things in backpacks unless they make that just a standard that everybody could do. But I don't see them doing that. I think that's too much of a skill gap for them, and they're not going to want to do that or encourage that for the average player. You know, you're going to have to actually manage an inventory, and you're actually going to have to manage which weapons you pick up and what you're keeping on you. So I don't think they'll keep that. I just wish they would have kept it. It was enough of a difference from Warzone 1 that I liked it, and it seemed like decent enough to keep. Overall, I will say I am excited for this update. I think this is going to be enough to bring some people back who left in season 1, who left after the release. I think this is going to be enough to make the game fun and actually interesting or entertaining for a bulk of the people who were upset with how the game was playing. I don't think it's going to be a perfect update. I have very low expectations. The fact that they've announced all of this stuff means basically nothing to me, because I actually don't even know if we're going to like get good updates or not from this. They could say all of these things and we could end up with like Stim Glitch version 9.0 and like everything else in the game doesn't work. So my expectations are super low, but I'm also excited because if it does fix the game, or not fix the game, but just make the game more playable in general, then I think that's a W for us. So I'm excited for it. Weapon challenge finished. We can get this bad boy gold. We're not going to do that this video. I'll probably do it off camera. Oh! Anyways, I'm enjoying these videos. I'm enjoying making them. If you got anything you want me to talk about, put it in the comments. I'd love to read your comments, your thoughts on what this update's going to bring to you. And if it's going to save the game, is going to make the game worse, what would you like me to have a conversation about while I camo grind? All the good things. I'm backing out because I'm not playing anymore right now. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed and you're brand new. Drop a like on the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.